Hi guys, hope all is well. Hope your week 2 is going good. I I am going to share my testimony. The description wasn't that um, didn't tell too much about what area, just the moment that we met Jesus. I'm not sure. So here we go. Um, I have my tissues ready. You'll see why in a couple minutes. Um, so as a young child, um, 4 or 5 years old, I was molested, and within my school, and the person that did it was a teacher, and it was a woman. She was prosecuted, and she went to jail actually for it. So that kind of started the ball rolling with my rebellion and depression and stuff like that. Before I was just starting to um, really flourish with dance when I was younger, and I started going to the Boston Ballet, very famous ballet company. But all that changed, and I stopped dancing. I got into basketball, which was great for me. I did that up until high school, but I was not a very good kid. I was very sneakative. I would steal. I was a great liar. Terrible to say, but I could convince you that this guy was purple and it was blue. Um, so that I can laugh about it now. God have mercy. Um, so that's a little bit about me. High school. I was playing basketball. I was having, good high school days. But then in the ninth grade, I stayed back. And that, I was kind of, it got me down, a little depressed. But the next year, I went back and I did ninth grade again. And I was on the JV varsity team again. And I stayed back again. So the third year in ninth grade, they didn't let me on the basketball team, and I was so mad. So I ended up dropping out of school. I dropped out for 3 or 4 years, and then I went back. When I went back, they were so annoyed with me. They said, "We're gonna pass you. We're gonna pass you in the ninth, 10th, and put you in the 11, 12 program." So by that time, at I was I was heavy into marijuana, alcohol, going out and partying a lot and stuff like that. I had reached almost 300 pounds from staying home, just vegging out and being in my sinful ways. And I went back to school, high school. My mother fought for me. And because special education here in Massachusetts, you can go back. If you live with your parents, you have until before 21 to go back to high school. So at the age of 21, I graduated from high school. Again, my mother fought for me. She's amazing. And April 17th, this is when the tears are going to come. April 17th, 2005, I got 2 invitations to go out that day. One invitation was from my now husband to go to church with him. And the other invitation was from my best friend. She invited me that day to go party. And I made a good choice. I went to church that day and I gave my heart to the Lord. And that night, the next morning they called me and they said that my friend had overdosed. She didn't die that night. But I just got a call today, that she passed away, and her funeral's Friday. So that's why this video is a little tough for me. But I reached out to her and I told her about Jesus afterwards, and I brought her to church. Unfortunately, she went back to her ways, and now I have to go bury my best friend on Friday. I just know that right now is an interesting time for me, because I'm going back to college and it's only the second week, and some big things have been happening. Last week in this class, we talked about God the Father and about our natural fathers and how they were. And last week I got a letter from my father telling me that he's on his deathbed and he doesn't want anything to do with me because I'm Christian. So I know in this great scheme of things, God's plan is beautiful for me, but this is kind of tough, guys, so keep me in prayer. Overall, Jesus has flipped me upside down and shook out many, many, many bad things from me. I used to be a very different person. People who know me from back then, they don't even recognize me. And I know that there's many testimonial videos to come, but just know that if Jesus can transform this crazy lady over here, then he can transform any one of your family members, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing, because I am living testimony that God is so real and Jesus really wants to be our friend. So God bless you. Sorry for the tears. Stick with me. We have a couple more weeks left this semester, so get used to me. God bless you. Take care. Bye.